Learn English by reading English books. Today, I'm continue Tiny Changes Remarkable Results. International bestseller Atomic Habits. James Clear. Forget about goals. Focus on system instead. Prevailing wisdom claims that the best way to achieve what we want in life, getting into better shape, build a successful business, relaxing more and worrying less, spending more time with friends and family is to set specific, actionable goals. For many years, this was how I approached my habits too. Each one was a goal to be reached. I set goals for grade 1, wanted to get in school. For the weights, I wanted to lift in the gym. For the profits, I wanted to earn in the business. I succeed at a few, but I failed at a lot of them. Even naturally, I began to realize that my results had very little to do with the goals I set and nearly everything to do with the system I followed. What's the difference between the system and goals? The distinction I first learned from Scotty Adams, the cartoonist behind the Dilbert comic. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. System or about the process that lead to those results. If you are a coach, your goal might be to win a championship. Your system is the way you recruit players, manage your assistant coaches, and conduct practice. If you are an entrepreneur, your goal might be to build $1 million business. Your system is how you test product ideas, hire employees, and run marketing campaign. If you are a musician, your goal might be to play a new piece. Your system is how often you practice, how you break down and tackle difficulty measures, and your method for receiving feedback from your instructor. For the interesting question, if you completely ignore your goals and focused only on your system, would you still succeed? For example, if you were a basketball coach, you ignore your goal to win a championship and focused only on what your team does practice each day, would you still get results? I think you would. The goal in any sport is to finish with the best score, but it would be ridiculous to spend the whole game starting at the scoreboard. The only way to actually win is to get better each day. In words of three-time Super Bowl winner Bill Walsh, the score takes care of itself. That same is true for other areas of life. If you want to better result, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. What do I mean by this? Are goals completely useless? Of course not. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are the best for making progress. A handful of problems arise when you spend too much time thinking about your goals and not enough time to design your system. Problem number 2. Winners and losers have the same goals. Goal setting suffers from a serious case of supervisor worship basis. We concentrate on the people who end up winning, the survivor, and mistakenly assume that ambitious goals lead to their success while overlooking all of the people who had the same objective but did not succeed. Every Olympian wants to win a gold medal. Every candidate wants to get the job. And if successful and unsuccessful people share the same goal, then the goal can't be what differentiate the winners from the losers. It was not the goal of winning the Tour de France that propelled the British cyclists to the top of the sport. Similarly, they had wanted to win the race every year before. Just like every other professional team, the goal had always been there. It was only then implemented a system of continuous small improvement that they achieved a different outcome. Problem number 2. Achieving a goal is only a momentary change. Imagine you have a massive room and you set a goal to clean it. If you summon the energy to tidy up, then you will have a clean room for now. But if you maintain the same sloppy, pack rat habit that lead to a messy room in the first place, soon you will be looking at new pile of clutter and hoping for another burst of motivation. You are left chasing the same outcome because you never changed the system behind it. You treated a symptom without addressing the cause. Achieving a goal only changes your life for the moment. That's the counterintuitive thing about improvement. We think we need to change our result, but the result are not the problem. What we really need to change are the system that causes those results. When you solve problems at the result level, you only solve them temporarily. In order to improve for good, you need to solve the problem at the systems level. Fix the input and outputs will fix themselves. Problem number 3. Goals restricts your happiness. The implex assumption behind any goal is this: once I reach my goal, then I will be happy. The problem with the goal first mentally is that you are continually putting happiness off until the next milestone. You have slipped into this trap so many times. I have lost count for a year. Happiness was always something for my future self to enjoy. I promised myself that once I gained 20 pounds of muscles after my business was featured in the New York Times, then I could finally relax. Furthermore, goals create either or conflict. Either you achieve your goals and are successful, or you fail and you are disappointed. You mentally box yourself into a narrow version of happiness. This is misguided. It is unlikely that your actual path through life will match the exact journey you had in mind. When you set out, it makes no sense to restrict your satisfaction to one scenario when there are many paths to success. A system first mentally provides the antidote. When you fall in love with the process rather than the product, you don't have to wait to give yourself to promise to be happy. You can be satisfied anytime your system is running. And a system can be successful in many uh, different forms, not just the one you first envision. Problem number 4. Goals are at odds with the long term progress. Finally, a goal oriented mindset can create a yo yo effect. Many runners work hard for months, but as soon as they cross the finish line, the first train, this race is no longer there to motivate them. When all of your hard work is focused on the particular goal, what is left to push you forward after you achieve? This is why many people find themselves reverting to their goal or old habit after accomplishing a goal. The purpose of setting goal is to win the game. The purpose of building system is to continue playing the game. True long-term thinking is goal less thinking. It is not about any single accomplishment. It is about the cycle of endless refinement and continue improvement. Ultimately, it is your commitment to the process that will determine your progress. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Keep listening. Keep watching my videos. Please support always. Thank you very much.